Hey guys, welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique. I'm your host Sharon, and here on hashtag before and after edition, this is the previous set. And I'd like to just give a quick shout out to all my new nail subby lovers. Give them a round of applause, guys. I'm actually using the Polygel today, and we are removing her previous set, which is all acrylic. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this one. I really love the fact, number one, that she still had on all of her nails when she came back. So I just am pushing back all of the cuticles. Obviously, we're gonna get all the dead skin off with our cuticle ball bit, which is a diamond bit basically. Really safe on the nail plate. This is the only bit you should be using, guys, when you go in here. So I'm just gonna push back all 10 cuticles. We're gonna go in with our diamond ball bit, and we're gonna go in at 3000 RPM, really gentle, guys. I am going in on forward and then reverse to get either side of that cuticle. So yeah, I think I jumped right past actually the cuticle work, and we're gonna go right into just filing and removing the nail, guys. Excuse me, I must have paused it. And now we're gonna go right into using the Volcano safety bit. This is a fine grit Volcano bit. I will leave the link for this as well in the description index below, guys. I get all my bits basically from Wilson on AliExpress, and as you can see here, I actually don't have to use this on a high speed. When I remove acrylic or gel or anything, I pretty much go in at like 15,000 RPM, sometimes 20,000. It depends. If I'm real like low and thin, I'll turn it down obviously to about like 8,000 RPMs. And then I'll go in, depending on how thin it's gotten down, I'll go in next with my hand file. I'm not going to use the bit the entire time because that'll cause burning, and it'll cause really some pain, some warmth, some heat that's caused by friction, staying in the same spot for too long. So you want to make sure you're moving all over the nail, and when you get down really thin, obviously you want to switch to your hand file. So once we're done removing the acrylic here, we're going to go in with our hand file, reshape the free edge and everything. I think I actually ended up just taking all these off, and I went in with nail forms on her nails, and I just felt like it was much easier to just start off fresh and go in with a fresh set, because this wasn't working for what I wanted, and she wanted her length just a little bit longer. So these were just ended up being a little too short in the end, and she had some lifting going on. So I really didn't feel comfortable 100%. Like if she would have had no lifting on the acrylic, I would have been completely fine, and the length wouldn't have been affected. I would have been completely fine with going over a thin acrylic base with base gel and then the poly gel. But since that didn't happen, I just went in and removed the whole nail and went back in with, you know, the forms. We did the forms on our nails, and then we went in with the poly gel. And some of the nails I just did the free edge first and then did the rest, and some of the nails I was able to do a full nail of poly gel and then go in with a little bit more as I needed it. So we start off here, and we're doing ombres on the pinkies. So she didn't have a whole bunch of time after we were done filing all that off, so I only did one ombre on each hand, and it was on the pinkies. So I went in with pink and orange here. So we go in with the pink one at that free edge, and we're just building that out. She still wants that almond, kind of stiletto almond shape, so that's what we did. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just using the number 6 SXC oval brush, and I really like SXC's quality brushes. They're like, the quality of their brushes is really good. You could tell it's a Kolinsky, whereas Burano, they use, I believe, synthetic hair brushes, which, believe it or not, I can definitely tell the difference in the brushes when I use them. So I'm happy with that free edge. I put it in. I come in now with a little bit more at that blend line because it was just too thin and not enough opaqueness with the pink. So I then removed this because obviously we already built that ledge. We don't need it anymore. So I come in at that top part and I start blending down now that I've gotten it up into the center area where I want it, and I'll start thinning out that like blend line so it's not really like thick when I come in with the orange, just like I'm doing there. And I actually really love Polygel for that reason, because you know, you could get it as perfect as you need to before you put it in the lamp. That is the beauty of this product. And I love the consistency of SXC's products. So it just makes it that much easier to do Polygel nails. And like I've said in a couple other videos, it just is very easy. And I actually redid the Burano mood temperature video, and I'm gonna be doing another one on their glow video, because I realized that it wasn't their product that was the issue, it was how I was using it. So yeah, now we're gonna come in, and I definitely took way too much orange on this one, so I actually end up like removing some of that, because I realized, okay, yeah, that's just way too much, and this would have been even more than enough for a full nail. So I basically like pushed that up into the cuticle area, and then I realized, yeah, that's just way too much. So I remove some, and then I go in and I just like start blending that. So we're gonna do the ombre, like I said. And I still had way too much, so I just wanted to make sure that it, you know, it wasn't gonna turn into like a super thick nail, you know. Obviously that's not cute. We're just gonna reblend that, make sure that it is sitting nicely and blended nicely. And when I'm happy with that blend, I will have her put her hand back in the lamp. Sometimes Polygel could be a pain in the ass, but it just depends on like there's things that I definitely was doing wrong that I didn't realize until like halfway through it. We're going in now with, I believe, actually yellow is Libra, and this is from SXC Zodiac 1 collection, guys. I definitely named it wrong in the last video. I actually thought it was the second one, and this is actually the first one. So I will be purchasing the second Zodiac line from SXC, so don't worry about that. But yeah, this is their first one, not their second one. So I'm just going in here now with that second layer to build that nail up more. And I will come back in, I think, with a third bead up at that cuticle area, because it just wasn't a high enough apex for my liking. And I was missing some opacity on that other side there, which I think I take this yellow here and put there, yeah. So that's a good thing about Polygel too. Like, any extra bits that come off, you can totally reuse and find use for it, unless you don't need it, and you know, then obviously you don't need it. But it's always good if you have a little extra, because you can always, pretty much always, find a use for it. So I'm just fixing like my apex area, and I'm pretty sure that I do come in with another smallish bead on the top of that. If I don't, I'll be really surprised, actually. Oh, well, I guess not. So the blue, this is like what I was trying to explain to you. I was able to come in on some of them with a full nail just right off the bat. And some of these colors, actually all of them are really easy to mold. It's just that some of them I went in right at the free edge, and then some I just did right from the, depending on how much I put out on the form itself. And she ended up liking the next hand, I think, better that I did, because the length on that was, what ended up happening was I did a certain length on this first hand, and then on the next hand I just did them a little bit longer, so that, you know, obviously, because I wasn't really, honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to the number I was bringing it out to, and in hindsight I probably should have been, but I was just so focused on she had a B somewhere, so I was so focused on just getting the shape out there, getting it done, and if I needed to come back in and, you know, work on the length, I could. So moving on, we're now using They're Purple Glow, and this, I love this purple. It looks so pretty with ombre with the blue. Oh my goodness. This is the ombre colors I chose to use on the opposite hand. I did on the pinky, I did the blue and the purple ombre. So I started off with the purple at the free edge, and then I brought blue over the top. So it came out really, really nice. So now we're going in with that top cuticle bead. Now that we've have our ledge built, I'm just pushing that up as far as I can without touching the cuticle, bringing the rest of that down, making sure just to get it all tucked nice and neat over there, making sure that we have a nice amount going through the body of this nails for strength, because you do not want these nails just coming off, because gel is like that. If you don't have, like, especially polygel, because it's a softer material, it is stronger, more natural, but it's a softer material, and if you don't have enough at that free edge area where you first laid your edge, it's gonna snap. So now we're going in on this thumb with a full pink, and we're just pushing that cuticle bead up. See how easy that is, guys? That's why I'm really, really digging this polygel stuff now, because it just makes it so much easier to tuck your beads, and just, yeah, it's just so much smoother looking. I love like the shiny kind of plasticky look that polygel gives you. Yeah, a lot easier to lay than the UV gel, I will say that, depending, I guess, on what your technique is. So I think I go in with, yeah, I went in with a little bit more here because I felt like the side there especially was just way too see-through, and it needed more strength there. So yeah, I needed to go in with a little more, and I just want to make sure that I'm blending that like properly. I think I go in with that up there. Yep. Just so it kind of like blends in naturally with the rest of it. You know what I mean? And see how easy it is to fix. Like, if you make a mistake, it's not going to be hard to fix it using polygel. Really, it's not, because when you come in to file it too, it's so soft. It's so easy to file this stuff. Like, that's why you got to be really careful when you're doing it, because it's really easy to mess up the nail. So moving on, now we are going, I believe I go in to clean the nails now. Oh, I cleaned this hand just so she didn't get like any sticky stuff on it. Okay, so now we're gonna just finish the next hand, and I go in with a full, once again, with the orange, and I believe, yeah, this is the Taurus. So this one is Taurus, yellow is Libra, I believe the pink is, well, the green is Scorpio, the blue, I want to say the blue is Aquarius, but I think the purple, the lilac purple, is Aquarius though. Look at how pretty. And I do come in with another bead, I believe, right on that side there where you could see it's kind of like see-through a little bit. Yeah, I definitely come in with another bead. So we'll come in now with this apex bead just to make sure that we have enough strength there. Pushing it up as close as we can to the cuticle without touching. Making sure those are tucked on the sides, and then we bring the rest down. Perfect. See that, guys? So we'll just bring, you know, the extra bits. I might go in over there. Just bringing all that extra to the side there, and then I put it right on that side and blend it in. So now we'll go in with our Libra here on the middle finger. We're gonna do another full finger, and when we're done doing the full finger, we'll most likely again come in with a apex bead. Just making sure that we're pushing up to both those side wall areas, making sure that we're keeping our shape in with coming out straight from those sidewall areas. That's super important, guys, because if not, your nail will not be built properly. So really, really important to keep that in mind, guys. So once we're happy with the shape here, come back in with our apex bead. After it's out of the lamp, you take your sticker out from underneath. It's just much easier that way, guys, to remove it once your ledge is built and do the rest. So kind of get that tucked into place up there, and then you could pull the rest of your product down. And then we're happy with that. We'll move on to our next nail. Once again, this is Scorpio, guys. Very, very pretty color. These colors glow like nobody's business. They are so good. I just want to, I'm going to be giving a big shout out in the beginning of this video. So I hope you guys were all there to see that. I just want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel. It really, really means a lot to me. And I'm going to be starting this shout out, just letting people know that I recognize them and I'm following back, and I appreciate their support and love, guys. It means so much to me. And to all my subbies that have been with me for so long now, or even a short amount of time, thank you so much for being here and continuing to come back and watch. It means a lot to me as well. So if there's anything you'd like to see in particular, do not hesitate to leave it below. I will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can and get these videos up for you. Just let me know if you want to see anything special, or you want to maybe do a collab, anything like that. I think I actually am going to have one coming up soon. I've been talking to MVP Nail Design, so hopefully we can get like a Halloween collab up there for you guys this month. And I also have my birthday set coming up for you guys as well, so you don't want to miss out on that either. Now that I'm happy with this green, I will put that back in the lamp, and we'll move on from there to our pinky, doing our ombre with the blue and purple, guys. So don't forget, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you could be notified every time I upload a new video, guys. You won't want to miss out on that. I have a big giveaway coming up at 1,000 subbies, so if you want to share this video, we could get there a lot faster, guys. Other than that, I think that's about it. I really, really love you guys so much, and I appreciate you being here. So I will see you guys in my next one. Just enjoy the rest, guys. And I have left the stonework in for you at the end with the top coating. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in my next one. Bye now.